Evening falls slowly over silent streets, and I walk alone, carrying memories that refuse to fade. Each shadow reminds me of your gentle touch, the soft warmth that once filled rooms and hearts alike. I hear whispers in the wind, echoes of laughter that once belonged to us alone. Sometimes I reach out instinctively, hoping to grasp a moment that no longer exists, yet still lives quietly inside my chest. The nights stretch endlessly without comfort, and the stars seem dimmer now, as if mourning the love we once held close. I try speaking to the moon, telling her stories of a heart that beats only for the memory of your presence. Even the desert seems to remember our footprints, the paths we carved together through golden sands, under sun and shadow alike. I carry hope, like a fragile lantern that trembles, but refuses to extinguish despite darkness. One day I believe our paths will meet again, not by fate, but because love never truly dies. Until then, my beloved, I walk with patience, with memory alive, with a heart that whispers softly your name endlessly. The night feels heavier than usual, and shadows stretch longer than memory, carrying whispers of a love that once burned brightly. I wander streets, empty and quiet, listening for echoes that no longer answer back to my aching heart. The wind carries fragments of laughter, soft and distant, reminders of moments we thought eternal, now vanished like sand slipping swiftly through our fingers. I touched the walls of places where your presence lingered once, feeling the faint warmth that memory preserves against the cold of absence. Even the stars seem to grieve, their light dimmed by distance, by the silence you left behind gently. Yet hope persists, quiet and patient, waiting for a moment when paths cross again, when hearts reconnect naturally, despite time and pain that separates. I speak softly to the night, naming you gently with every heartbeat, letting my soul carry your memory through hours dark, through dreams empty. And if someday you return to this path once shared, you will find me waiting, unchanged, holding the light of love that never truly fades despite absence. I remember mornings when your smile lit up the empty corners of my soul, warming every shadow inside me that feared the coming day. The hours stretch slowly without you, and even sunlight feels colder now, less vibrant than it was with your presence near. I trace steps we once shared, careful not to erase the memory that lingers stubbornly, refusing to fade into the quiet of forgotten days. Sometimes I imagine you turning around, catching my gaze, smiling as if nothing ever changed, as if time did not steal what once was. Yet reality whispers harsh truths softly, reminding me that our paths diverged, leaving me to carry hope alone, tender yet heavy, through nights that stretch endlessly forward. The stars know my secret longing, their light, a witness to love that persists quietly, even when absent, even when distance stretches miles between heart and heart. I write letters I never send, pouring words onto paper like prayers, hoping they reach you somehow through time or memory or dream. And still, I believe in love, fragile yet enduring, a flame that survives absence, survives pain, survives everything except forgetting entirely. The night whispers your name softly, echoing through corridors of my memory, where every corner holds a trace of the love we once shared. I walk slowly, carrying pieces of my heart that refuse to heal, tender yet wounded, clinging to fragments of moments now lost in time. Even the winds seem to mourn, shifting through empty streets like ghosts, reminding me gently of laughter, of touches that linger only in dreams. The moon casts shadows that speak, telling stories of longing that stretches beyond nights, beyond distance, beyond everything we thought permanent. I trace your name in air, feeling its weight, heaviness of absence, softness of memory, a constant companion through sleepless hours. Yet hope persists, quiet, unwavering, patient, believing one day paths may converge, hearts may reunite, time may soften the ache that distance carved so deeply into souls. And until then, I carry you, your essence alive, in my veins, in my breath, in every heartbeat, reminding me always that love survives, even when apart. I close my eyes and imagine your hand in mine, fingers entwined, the warmth of your presence lingering like a shadow I cannot escape. The nights stretch longer than memory, empty rooms echo with silent whispers of moments we thought would last forever, but faded into the quiet void of absence. Every street reminds me of laughter, every breeze carries a faint trace of your scent, a gentle reminder that love once lived here fully, then slipped silently through my fingers. I speak softly to the stars, hoping they hear my longing, my unspoken words floating into the night, seeking your spirit, wishing for reunion, hoping for return. Time moves slowly, but memory age